A bad man is a good man's job. A good traveler leaves no tracks. A man with outward courage dares to die. A man with inner courage dares to live. A scholar who cherishes the love of comfort is not fit to be deemed a scholar. A violent wind does not last for a whole morning. A sudden rain does not last for the whole day. Act without expectation. Ambition has one heel nailed in well, though she stretches her fingers to touch the heavens. An over-sharpened sword cannot last long. As soon as you have made a thought, laugh at it. At the center of your being you have the answer. You know who you are and you know what you want. Be content with what you have. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize there is nothing lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Be still. Stillness reveals the secrets of eternity. Because of a great love, one is courageous. Being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. By letting go, it all gets done. Care about what other people think, and you will always be their prisoner. Chanting is no more holy than listening to the murmur of a stream, counting prayer beads no more scared than simply breathing, religious robes no more spiritual than work clothes. Composure is the ruler of instability. Do not conquer the world with force, for force only causes resistance. Thorns spring up when an army passes. Years of misery follow a great victory. Do only what needs to be done without using violence. Do you have the patience to wait until your mud settles and the water is clear? Do you imagine the universe is agitated? Go into the desert at night and look at the stars. This practice should answer the question. Do your work, then step back. The only path to serenity. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. Fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife, it will blunt. From caring comes courage. From wonder into wonder existence opens. Give evil nothing to oppose and it will disappear by itself. Go to the people, live with them, learn from them, love them. Governing a great nation is like cooking a small fish. Too much handling will spoil it. Great acts are made up of small deeds. He who acts spoils. He who grasps lets slip. He who controls others may be powerful, but he who has mastered himself is mightier still. He who defends with love will be secure. Heaven will save him and protect him with love. He who knows he has enough is rich. Perseverance is a sign of willpower. He who stays where he is endures. To die but not to perish is to be eternally present. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened. He who knows that enough is enough will always have enough. He who obtains has little. He who scatters has much. He who talks more is sooner exhausted. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. Hope and fear are both phantoms that arise from thinking of the self. When we don't see the self as self, what do we have to fear? I do not concern myself with gods and spirits either good or evil, nor do I serve any. I have just 3 things to teach: simplicity, patience, compassion. These 3 are your greatest treasures. If I had just a little bit of wisdom, I should walk the great path and fear only straying from it. If lightning is the anger of the gods, then the gods are concerned mostly about trees. If the people must be ever fearful of death, then there will always be an executioner. If you are anxious, you are living in the future. If you are at peace, you are living in the present. If you are depressed, you are living in the past. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. If you do not value rare treasures, you will stop others from stealing. If you try to change it, you will ruin it. Try to hold it, and you will lose it. If you realize that all things change, there is nothing you will try to hold on to. If you are not afraid of dying, There is nothing you cannot achieve. If you want to know me, look inside your heart. If you want to lead them, you must place yourself behind them. If you wish to be out front, then act as if you were behind. Is it not through her selflessness that she is able to perfect herself? It is better to leave a vessel unfilled than to attempt to carry it when it is full. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. Knowing how to yield is strength. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key to it. Life and death are one thread, the same line viewed from different sides. Life is a series of natural and spontaneous changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Let reality be reality. Let things flow naturally forward in whatever way they like. Loss is not as bad as wanting more. Love is of all the passions the strongest, for it attacks simultaneously the head, the heart, and the senses. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. Muddy water, let stand, becomes clear. Music in the soul can be heard by the universe. Nature is not human-hearted. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Not seeking, not expecting, she is present and can welcome all things. One who is too insistent on his own views finds few to agree with him. Ordinary men hate solitude, but the master makes use of it, embracing his aloneness, realizing he is one with the whole universe. Our enemies are not demons, but human beings like ourselves. People in their handlings of affairs often fail when they are about to succeed. If one remains as careful at the end as he was at the beginning, there will be no failure. Recognizing this disease as a disease is to be free of it. Respond intelligently even to unintelligent treatment. Respond to anger with virtue. Deal with difficulties while they are still easy. Handle the great while it is still small. Silence is a source of great strength. Sincere words are not fine. Fine words are not sincere. Some lose yet gain, others gain and yet lose. Spring comes and the grass grows by itself. Stop thinking and end your problems. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. The best fighter is never angry. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. The further one goes, the less one knows. The hard and mighty lie beneath the ground. The heart that gives, gathers. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The key to growth is the introduction of higher dimensions of consciousness into our awareness. The master observes the world but trusts his inner vision. He allows things to come and go. He prefers what is within to what is without. The softest things in the world overcome the hardest things in the world. Through this, I know the advantage of taking no action. The road you can talk about is not the road you can walk on. The more laws and order are made prominent, the more thieves and robbers there will be. The reason why the universe is eternal is that it does not live for itself. It gives life to others as it transforms. The snow goose need not bathe to make itself white. Neither need you do anything but be yourself. The Tao is nowhere to be found, yet it nourishes and completes all things. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. The way of heaven is to help and not harm. The way to do is to be. The wise man is one who knows what he does not know. The world belongs to those who let go. The wise man is square but not sharp, honest but not malign, straight but not severe, bright but not dazzling. There is a time to live and a time to die, but never to reject the moment. There is no disaster greater than not being content. There is no misfortune greater than being covetous. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. There is no illusion greater than fear. Those who flow as life flows know they need no other force. Those who know do not speak. Those who speak do not know. Time is a created thing. To say, "I don't have time," is like saying, "I don't want to." To a mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. To be worn out is to be renewed. To hold, you must first open your hand. Let go. To know that you do not know is the best. To see things in the seed, that is genius. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. To think you know when you do not is a disease. Water is the softest thing, yet it can penetrate mountains and earth. This shows clearly the principle of softness overcoming hardness. Water is fluid, soft, and yielding, but water will wear away rock, which is rigid and cannot yield. As a rule, whatever is fluid, soft, and yielding will overcome whatever is rigid and hard. This is another paradox. What is soft is strong. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. When men lost their understanding of the Tao, intelligence came along, bringing hypocrisy with it. What is firmly rooted cannot be pulled out. What the caterpillar calls the end, the rest of the world calls a butterfly. When goodness is lost, there is morality. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When the people of the world all know beauty as beauty, there arises the recognition of ugliness. When they all know the good as good, there arises the recognition of evil. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When the student is truly ready, the teacher will disappear. When there is no desire, all things are at peace. When you accept yourself, the whole world accepts you. When you are at one with loss, the loss is experienced willingly. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. With few there is attainment. With much there is confusion. Your own positive future begins in this moment. All you have is right now. Every goal is possible from here.
Thank you for watching this video till the end. We hope you found the quotes informative and helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated.